Hey Savant Squad, what is happening? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Savant Life, and also search for my page on Facebook and give it a big old thumbs up.
That's something else, isn't it? Alright, let's get back on it. Let's check out the braking. On point. This is beautiful. This is incredible. Love it. Love it. It is incredible. It really is. What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the Savant Life, and look what we have here today. Yes, finally it is the TVS Apache RTR 160, one of the most requested bikes on my channel, and lo and behold, I finally decided to make a video about this, and I'm super excited to see what this bike has on offer. It looks really premium, it feels pretty good as well, so let's put her into first gear and take off. Oh wow, I so love this bike already. Holy shit, this is amazing. Now I can see what the hype was all about. It is so zippy. This bike is so powerful for a 160cc, and look at the grunt that it has. It has such a mean sound to it, and it's so nimble. Like, I can't even begin to describe in words how nimble this bike is, because I'm riding it for the very first time, and believe me, I'm blown away right now. I'm not such a huge fan of TVS bikes, I have to say. I mean, I don't have a problem with them, but I think that, you know, Yamaha, Honda, and a lot of those companies make better bikes, but this one is just blowing my mind right now. It's so refined, it's so smooth, it's light, it is smooth as butter, and the gear shifting is at another level altogether. In fact, I'm holding myself back because people like these keep coming in the way, but there's something incredible about the Apache RTR 164V. Now I can finally understand why so many of you were asking me to ride and review this bike. I've been running it only for a couple of minutes now, but I might even go as far as saying, with my experience so far, that this might be the leader in that segment. You've got the Yamaha FZ, you've got the NS160 from Bajaj, you've got the Suzuki Gixxer, you've got the Honda Hornet 160, which by the way now comes with ABS, and amongst all of those, I think this one might be top of the pops. Look at how flickable it is. Holy shit. This is unbelievable. I've got to rein it in. I've got to rein it in so that I don't get carried away. Ultimately, this is still city traffic over here, and I think I'm going to hit a U-turn. The only downside is that these test ride bikes don't come with rear view mirrors, and that is a bit of a challenge, but man, oh man, this bike is incredible. And look at the sound too. It's got such a mean sound to it. I remember riding the 200 RTR and I wasn't as impressed as I am with this one. It's baby brother. It's a pretty badass bike. The instrument cluster, it has the time. Of course, for those few who are wondering why that thing isn't zero, that's how it is with most of the test ride bikes. You can't really do anything much about that. But overall, my god, guys, I'm not even exaggerating. This bike, it has everything going for it. It has the looks, it has the feel, it has the power, it has the refinement, and just look at that sound. Such a mean sounding grunt, and you can feel the power. It's not like all bark and no bite. It has plenty of bite. It can really go when you push it. Oh my god. And the confidence that you get with this bike, and believe me, I've ridden a lot of bikes in my time, but the confidence that you get with this when you're leaning, when you're cornering, when you're pushing it around in traffic, you just feel so secure and so safe. It inspires a great degree of handling confidence in you, and I cannot stress that enough. That is very, very important in a motorcycle, whether it's a 150cc bike or a 300cc bike or a liter bike. It should inspire a sense of confidence in you that this bike will get you to where you want to go, and it'll get you there without many incidents. And the Apache RTR 160 does an incredible job of that. I don't know what happened over there. Somebody hit the brakes really hard, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah. Some of you might be saying that I'm squirting around quite a lot over here, but you've got to try that, because ultimately when you're riding in bumper to bumper city traffic, you have to know that you're on a bike which you can flick around and cut through traffic, because ultimately pretty much everyone has to do it, whether you like it or you don't. Oh my god, this is so much of fun. This is so much of fun for a 160cc bike. If you can't afford that, the KTM Duke 200, then I'm telling you, just go for the Apache RTR 160. And you know, I've been riding this bike for almost 4 or 5 minutes now, and I've not even talked about the specifications, because that's how engrossed I am in the riding experience. But let me take a second over here and talk about the specifications. So this comes mated to a 160cc single cylinder engine, which can produce about 16.2 bhp of power, and you can, believe me, you can feel every single last bit of it. And it throws out about 15 Newton meters of torque. It weighs in at about 143 kgs, which is typically a lot more than most other 150cc bikes, but believe me, you just do not feel the weight. It is so incredibly light. In fact, it feels lighter than my Yamaha FZ. Try figuring that one out, because my FZ weighs in at about 135 kgs, and this is a good 8 kgs more than that, but you just don't feel it when you're riding. And the sound, you will stop only when you come across a dead end like that, and you have no choice but to take a left or a right. And I think in this case we're going to take a left and again let the bike rip. This is beautiful. This is incredible. Let me just stop the bike somewhere over here and do a quick walk around for you fellas, so that you get to see what the bike actually looks like head to toe. Let me see if I can find a good spot over here. Oh, this is a cul-de-sac. Oh, it's not a cul-de-sac. You can actually take a left turn over here as well. Yeah, finally I found a spot, and while I'm doing that, let me check out the turning radius as well, which is pretty decent, but you've got to make sure that you're very sure-footed while doing that, or else you might just end up in trouble. No problems finding the neutral as well, which is always good news. And let me just get off the bike right now and give you a quick look around of it. There you go, automatic headlights on as always. You've got the beautiful TVS Racing logo in the front, and the bike comes in 3 colors. What you have over here is the blue. You also get this in the all black and the all red version, and the tail light, of course, or the tail section I should say, is made up of white. If I was to buy this bike, I would get rid of all of this unnecessary stuff, because it just takes away from the looks of the bike. As you can make out, it looks pretty mean, it looks pretty muscular. There's all of the silver on the side, which is, I think, a nice break from the typical one color design that most other bikes have. It has the same kind of an exhaust pipe that the RTR 200 does. But overall, again, I like the touch that they've given over here with the silver levers. And let me also go ahead and give you a bit of a listen in to the sound of the bike, because it is a thing of beauty. That's something else, isn't it? Alright, let's get back on it. Let's check out the braking. On point. On point, 100%. Love it. Love it. I think it's safe to say, in all of the time that I've been making videos, I've never been as impressed by one bike as I am right now with the Apache RTR 160 4V. It is incredible. It really is. And all of this can be yours for as little as 1,03,000 rupees on-road price in Bangalore. And again, I know 1 lakh rupees is not a small amount of money, but at the end of the day, for the kind of features that you're getting, for the kind of product that you're getting, I think this is a steal. Because if you compare it to any of its peers in the 155 to 160cc segment, this one takes the cake by a country mile. I'm so excited about this. Like Hornet is a pretty good bike, but it's got nothing on the RTR 160. All of this, of course, are my initial impressions. It could be very different when you actually own the bike and you have to take it for servicing and repairs. That might turn out to be a different story altogether, and obviously I can't comment on that. But as of right now, as of today, when it comes to first impressions, I don't think any 155 to 160cc bike has made a better impression on me than the Apache RTR 160. This bike is just gold. Alright, now let me shut up and stop praising it to the skies. I would encourage you, if you're in the market for buying a starting level 150cc bike, to go ahead and test ride it for yourself. See if you're as impressed with it as I am, because like they say, the proof of the pudding ultimately is in eating it. So go ahead, check out your nearest TVS showroom and see if you can get your hands on one of these bad boys. And in this sense, I'm not exaggerating when I call it a bad boy, because it truly is. For a 155cc bike, this is a whole lot of fun. Look at this. Holy shit. Love it. Alright guys, so that about does it. I think I should wrap it up. You shouldn't, when you're having a good time, you've got to quit when you're on a high. And I'm going to take a cue from that and wrap up this video right here, right now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast making this video, and if you have any questions for me whatsoever, then go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. If you liked the video and found it to be useful, then go ahead and hit that like button and share it with your friends and family. And if this by any chance happens to be your first time around the Savant Life, then do not forget to hit that subscribe button, because it only takes a second. And while you're at it, also click on that bell icon so that you can be notified when I put out more new videos. Alright, I will see you the next time around. Until then, and as always, take care, ride safe, be good, and have fun.